The rate at which UK Home Office is revoking visa sponsorship license from employer is becoming rampant. Just this week alone, I've gotten message from three of my audience telling me they've received letter from the UK Home Office telling them they have 60 days to look for a different employer as their current visa has been cancelled as a result of the visa sponsorship license that was revoked from their employer. This is really a sad tale, and I'm very sure so many persons whom I've not heard from are also experiencing the same issue. Just a moment ago, I watched a YouTube video where a YouTuber also complained about similar things. This and many more I'll be discussing in this video. So guys, you need to sit back and watch to the end so you can get the full information. Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. As you all know, my name is Victor. In this channel, I give latest information about UK and UK immigration, ways you can study abroad, ways you can migrate through the skilled worker migration route. If this content looks like something that interests you, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, give a thumb up so that YouTube can recommend this content to a wider audience. So guys, without further delay, let's get started. The rate at which UK Home Office is revoking visa sponsorship license from employers is becoming rampant. I mean, it's on the increase. Like I just said in my introduction, just this week, three of my audience contacted me telling me they are looking for a job with visa sponsorship. When I inquired to know why they are looking for a job with visa sponsorship, they told me what has happened to them. These three persons are not working for the same employer. They are working for three different employers and they never know themselves, right? That's to say, the rate at which the UK Home Office is revoking visa sponsorship license is on the increase. So when I inquired, they told me what transpired, that the visa sponsorship license their employer had has been revoked, and they got a letter from the UK Home Office telling them they have 90 days to look for a new employer that can sponsor their stay in the UK. If they are unable to get a new employer that can sponsor their continuous stay in the UK, they have to exit the UK at the end of the 60 days window given to them. So they are desperately looking for job with visa sponsorship. This is not funny because some of the reason why the UK Home Office is revoking the visa sponsorship license from employers is because some of these employers are not adhering to some of the conditions that were given by the UK Home Office. It is not news that the rate of exploitation of migrants in the health and care sector is becoming rampant by the day. Just 2 weeks ago, BBC came up with a detailed report published on their website about modern day slavery gangmasters exploits in health and care. The certificate of sponsorship that is supposed to be issued free of charge, most employers are collecting money. Use some of amounts for certificate of sponsorship. Most of the migrants who are coming in from Africa and Asia coming into the UK to work, some pay as high as £10,000, £14,000, £15,000. That is on one hand. On the other hand, migrants, after arriving in the UK, they struggle to get shift to work their contractual hour. Imagine migrant coming into the UK on a 40 hours weekly contract. Most migrants that are sponsored to the UK to come and work in the health and care sector, on getting to their place of work here in the UK, they are not getting the required shifts they are supposed to work. Some of them, they had 40 hours a week contractual hour, but getting 20 hours a week, it's difficult because most of these employer issued certificate of sponsorship to so many migrants coming to the UK after they've collected huge amount of money. Now the migrant is here in the UK, they will not be able to give them enough shift for them to work, to be able to earn enough money to pay their bills and to be able to live well here in the UK. So many migrants who came in through the health and care sector, they are struggling here in the UK. They are struggling to feed properly because they are not getting enough shift for them to be able to earn more, to be able to pay their bills and to be able to live well in the UK. If you're a sponsored employee, sometimes it's difficult for you to get a second employment because most employers, once they check your right to work and they find out you are being sponsored by a particular company and you are bound to work with that company, they will tell you no, you're supposed to work with that company. Most employer doesn't know that you can do 20 hours in other area within the care sector, right? This is one issue migrants are facing, and the Home Office have come to know about all of this exploitation that is going on within the health and care sector. That is why employers that are involved in some of these shady deals, their visa sponsorship license had been revoked. But you know, once the visa sponsorship license of the employer that sponsor you to come and work here in the UK, once the visa sponsorship license is revoked, that automatically invalidates your visa that you are using to reside there in the UK legally. So for you to get a new job with visa sponsorship, you need to do that within 60 days that the Home Office is giving you. Otherwise, you have to return back to your country. So it's not easy. It's not funny for those who are affected. I sympathize with those persons that contacted me, and I told them they have to start looking for a job aggressively, start doing applications, start doing their job hunting, right? Thank God they are here in the UK. They've gained some experience. They've done some training. So it will be easy for them to get a job with visa sponsorship. There are so many vacant positions within the health and care sector, right? But most of them will tell you they don't need applicants that require visa sponsorship. What they need is somebody that has the valid right to work here in the UK. So guys, if you are working with an employer that is involved with this COS kind of stuff, that issue out so many COS, collect money from applicant before they issue COS to them, guys, you are not safe in that employment, because once the visa sponsorship license of that company is revoked, automatically your visa that you are using to reside here in the UK will also be what? Cancelled. If I were you, I'll start looking for a new employment with visa sponsorship. Once the Home Office get to know about your employer is also involved in collecting money before issuing COS to employee, the visa sponsorship of that employer will also be revoked, and you will be what? Affected. So guys, we need to get ourselves updated. So many employers in the health and care sector are being investigated at the moment as a result of all of this COS racketeering that is currently ongoing. And BBC report on modern day slavery gangmaster exploit in health and care sector that has further exposed the rots in the health and care sector, and the Home Office is clamping down on employers that are engaged in some of this practice. As a migrant, if you are not working up to 35 hours a week, right, you will not be able to earn much to be able to pay your bills and live well in the UK. So guys, I said let me share this with my audience so that those who are currently working with an employer that is engaged in some of this COS issue should start looking for a new employer before the certificate of sponsorship license of that employer they are working with will be revoked, and they'll be given 60 days to look for a different employer. So it's best for you to start looking for a different employer, because sooner or later your employer will be exposed. You never can tell who will go and report, who will go and blow the whistle, and the Home Office will come hard on your employer. And at the end of the day, you that is the migrant, right? Because you need a visa sponsorship to be able to live and remain here in the UK. So you need to act fast. Now that you're in the UK, it will be easy for you to get a different employer, because you've gained experience and you're already in the UK. It will be easy for you to get a new employer that will be willing to sponsor your stay here in the UK. And for those who are working with employers that are unable to give them the required number of shifts per hour that will enable them work more and get money to pay their bills and live well in the UK, you can as well start looking for a different employer that can give you the required number of shifts that will enable you meet up your bills obligation and be able to live comfortably here in the UK. You are not bound to work with that employer forever. Once you are able to get a new employment with visa sponsorship, you can as well notify your current employer and move to the new employment. So those who are currently in doubt on what to do, get their information right and see how they can position themselves in a good position to make the move at the right time. So guys, you need to act fast if you fall within any of these categories. So we come to the end of this video. If this content is something that interests you, don't forget to subscribe, give a thumb up to the video, and leave your thoughts in the comment box. See you in my next video.